Before Six Flags Over Georgia announced that they would be converting the Georgia Cyclone into Twisted Cyclone, the last coaster that they got was Daredevil Dive. And that's the topic for today's review. It is a Gerstlauer Eurofighter. And this ride is going to be a bit different from a lot of other Eurofighters that you see. For one, it has a very original layout, and two, it actually features lap bars. Instead of the classic 4 rows across and there are 2 rows, this is actually 2 rows across and there are a total of 3 rows. So there are 6 people per car instead of 8. So the car design is probably one of the biggest differences with this ride when you compare it to others of the similar type. And I don't really have any problem with that change. I think sometimes when you sit on an end seat when the trains are 4 seats across, the outer edge might not be as comfortable as a row towards the center. So I don't really have an issue with these seats at all. Walking you through the ride experience though, of course, one of the main characteristics with these rides is that vertical lift hill. I love vertical lift hills, and this one is no exception. So you're going to crest over, and this is when you go into the steepest drop in the park. This is actually a 95-degree drop at a height of 95 feet. So the ride isn't very tall, but these rides tend to not be huge. They are very compact, and this one is twisting all up and around itself. It packs in 3 inversions, but it doesn't have a very long track length, just over 2,000 feet. I didn't feel that it was a short ride though. I thought its ride time was totally okay. It wasn't a long ride, but I wouldn't say it was short either. And one thing that the park did is they actually went to the effort to kind of theme it a bit. It's naturally themed to a Daredevil, so they added some cardboard cutouts of fire. And there's a tunnel, and like sometimes they have smoke going on. So like I applaud Six Flags for actually doing something. It's probably one of the best themed rides in the park, honestly. Discussing a few of the elements that stand out to me, you do have that drop, which is going to absolutely whip you over. And after that, it's actually sends you straight into a dive loop. And you actually have this cool turnout element at one point where it acts like it's going to flip you upside down, but you level out and then twist back down. And then it throws you through another inversion, and then there's a very tight roll towards the end of the ride. That one gives you a little bit of hang time. But I thought the ending for this ride was kind of anticlimactic. You just kind of wander around. You go over some really wide turns. It's not compact. They're like barely even banked. It's not a very exciting ending. I mean, it makes up for it because the beginning is pretty exciting, but I think that they probably could have done a bit better with the end of the ride. I know for some people they consider this one of the strongest Eurofighters. I think in general, I was kind of underwhelmed with this ride. I mean, it's pretty much forceless as crap. I was going in expecting it to be the second best ride in the park after Goliath, and I didn't think that that was the case. I think I've only ridden it like twice, once in the front and once in the back, and that was over 2 different visits. Once in the morning in May, and then once at night in July. So I do have a few different experiences on this, including a night ride. And it is a fun night ride. I did enjoy that. But I know sometimes roller coasters run slower in the mornings or faster at night, that kind of thing. So I have experienced it in both of those situations, and I think either time, like, yeah, it's fun. I think this is a coaster that you go to and you just like, you walk off and you're like, yeah, that was fun. But it doesn't like blow your mind or anything. I think some people would consider this ride a letdown. I'd probably say that I'm one of those people as well. For me, it was just kind of okay. I think there are definitely some plus sides about it, and that's why I mentioned those earlier in the video. I do think it does some things well, but in the end, it didn't wow me. So for its final score, I'm going to give it a 6.5. Remember, the coasters that I rank with a score above a 5, I consider to be good rides. I do think that this is a fine coaster, but I'm not giving it a higher score just because, for me, it's fine. Yeah, you can go ride it, probably enjoy it. But I think if you're a coaster enthusiast, it probably won't thrill you as much as someone who doesn't ride too many roller coasters. They'll probably get freaked out by the vertical lift hill and the beyond vertical drop, and for that reason they'll love it, which is totally fine. I respect other people's opinions. This just happens to be mine. But that's what's great about opinions, is that everyone is different, and that is okay with me. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think of Daredevil Dive. And if you're new to Coaster Studios, you can check out other past reviews that I have done, all available in a playlist organized in alphabetical order. So be sure to check those out, and of course stay tuned for more reviews coming soon to Coaster Studios.